We have cleared the room. We have summoned Knight Solaire. He's already taken fall damage. I don't know what his problem is. I used a lot of humanity to heal instead of Estus because this is simply insanity. So, I would kind of like to get rid of Smo. That's a... What that was for me. Alright, this is making me mad. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, so really you do just want to focus on one of them for that fight. Because as one absorbs the other, their HP gets completely revitalized. And so now, where Ornstein, whatever, where he was a little above half health now, he's back up to full. Oh, what? He's invulnerable during that? That's dumb. Alright, that sucks. Good job. Okay. Wow. Solaire, break my heart. Okay, that keeps happening, and it's really agitating. I keep trying to sprint. Come on. That's gonna... What even hit me? Okay, alright, not surprisingly, they got me. Okay, so partially what sucks about this fight so much is the ridiculous gauntlet that you have to go through, because alright, I'm just gonna try to summon it, or solo it. Because if you want to summon Solaire, you have to empty that room. No ifs, ands, or buts. You simply have to empty that room. Because if you don't, Solaire is just gonna get in a fight with the 2 giants and the silver archer. And so he's going to go in already weakened. So I'm going to try to solo it. I don't. Oof. Whoever I can just routinely do the most damage to is going to be who I go after. I'm not really going to try to plan one particular thing or another. I'm really out of my element using this kind of weapon. And so this is a huge turning point for the game itself, mainly because, shut up, after we get through this part, we get an incredibly important item. Good. Good. All right. Oh, that fog. I could see him right there and I couldn't get to him. Oh my god. Alright. I'm extremely irritated. That fog is infuriating because it seriously is like immediately making it so you can't. That fog is not supposed to linger like that. And oh, good, fall damage. So happy about that. That fog completely leaves you open. Like, I get they wanted to make it fancier. The particle effects are able to make them so much better, but they genuinely inhibit your view, and you take hits you should not take. It happened with that stupid Capra demon, and it just happened right there. If there's not a cutscene, the enemy should not be aggroed on you when you are transitioning through the fog. So this is just another one of those instances where a game does so many things right that when it does something poorly, and not just, I'm not even going to say poorly, that itself is almost what hit me. I'm having a really hard time swallowing some of the hitboxes on these enemies. Some of these are just preposterous. You ought to pull any second. Or not, I don't care. I think maybe it was a Batwing demon, or maybe it was even one of these guys, where it did its little... Oh no, it was a Silver Knight. Yeah, it was one of those stupid Silver Knights. With the spear, managed to get me on that. So like right there, like these hitboxes are ridiculous. Like, I had my shield up. I don't know how it managed to hit me through my shield. Same with that crap. That attack keeps hitting me after the fact, after the swing. Alright, Solaire. I want you to come over this way. Come to where I am. Thank you. Now this way. Yes. No fall damage. Well done, Solaire. And if nothing else, we get to see both transition animations, of which Ornstein is not dead until that happens. And then he's dead. What hit me? Oh my god! Get him, Solaire, get him. Jeez, criminy. I didn't want to finish with Smo. I feel like that's kind of easy mode. But, my lord. So, there's Smo's elevator. His fat, stupid self. Oh, good. I got all 0 souls back. And here, we have the statue we saw earlier. We have a statue of what appears to be Gwen from the opening cinematic. And here, we have an empty spot. And here is Ornstein, however you want to pronounce it, his elevator. I don't believe there's going to be anything over here yet. We do want to remember this area. There will be something eventually, but right now I don't believe so. So the game is about to be so much better. Oh ye gods. Thank the Lord, every other Dark Souls gives you this from the start. Hello.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child. O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
So I just got the Lord Vessel. Okay. So while all of this is happening, this is such a big deal. Yes, we're going to Firelink Shrine. Okay, so while we're going through this, we're going to talk real quick about everything we learned in the opening cinematic. So, oh, hi buddy.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking to get the old book. Is that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Catalina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Good man. So what we learned were that essentially at the dawn of time there were dragons. Everlasting, ancient dragons. And some way or another, these human-like creatures found the souls of lords.
Heavens, you have done it. You have retrieved the Lord Vessel after 1,000 years. It is you. It is really you.
Jill.
Forgive me. I really should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. I assume that you are ready. Now, be still.
Gross. So that was Gwen, Nito, the Witch of Izalith. And the furtive pygmy. Furtive pygmy, amazingly important, but those three were the main ones. And so now we are being tasked with gathering their souls back to put them in the Lord vessel. And
This is the fireling chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn.
And so, as we learned through that, the first Age of Fire was founded by Gwyn and his comrades. And when that fire began to fade, Gwyn sacrificed himself So now it's going to show us a few places that would have been inaccessible had we taken the time to try to get there. Oh, and so we could not have gone to the Duke's Archives anyway. Or Izalith. Okay. Glad we didn't waste time exploring. Sorry, I hit the microphone there. Okay. Leveling up. Actually, I don't want to do that yet. So when Gwyn kindled the first flame, he essentially sacrificed himself to keep the Age of Fire going. And now that flame is fading again. And what Guinevere and Frampt have both told us,
you seem to be doing all right. Need anything forged?
Is that we are there we go. Oh, this is a halberd. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Like it's 13. Oh, jeez.
Don't get yourself killed.
Again, this is just kind of a hassle.
Well, hello again. You seem to need it.
No. I think I'm gonna use one chunk.
Don't get yourself killed.
Okay, so that's good to go now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm not gonna go to the Chamber of the Princess. Just gonna go normal. So when the undead curse begins to manifest and the dark sign presents itself. That is essentially saying the first flame is fading and it needs to be relit. And Gwyn can no longer do it. He's spent. And so what Guinevere and Frampt have both told us is that we are the chosen undead to succeed Gwyn in linking the flame and rekindling the first flame. However, as we go through particularly 1 and 3, we're going to find out that the dark soul itself is far more powerful than a lot of these beings realize. And the dark soul, the theory goes, is what the furtive pygmy found within the flame, whereas each of the other lords found a lord soul the furtive pygmy found the dark soul, and the furtive pygmy with the dark soul, rather than absorbing it and essentially keeping it all for himself, he broke it into innumerable pieces. And if we look at the sprite of humanity and the soul of Smo and Quelaag, they're not that far off. And so, essentially the theory is that the furtive pygmy is the progenitor of man, and that man is to usher in the Age of Dark once the Age of Fire has ended. But Gwyn doesn't want anyone to know that. Gwyn wants to keep the Age of Fire going.
Hello, forge I can, strong I am.
And so both Guinevere and Frampt, oh man, that just about had me going. Quelaag's Fury Sword. Yeah. Oh yes. Thank you so much. And let's get that up. And then we get that up. And then we get that up. Sweet. Alright, so here we're looking at 308 plus 94, the physical damage. Here we're looking at 84 and 43 with the physical damage, but it's that fire damage. So much of the stuff in this game is weak to fire. And beyond that, we'll try to fight one of these guys to kind of demonstrate, as long as I don't get grief. If I pull one of them, that's fine. Try to get him to stay down here. really lets you be much more aggressive. Excuse me. Much more aggressive than a lot of the strength build weapons. Now, that's not to say that the I'm just gonna homeward bone. That's not to say that the strength. I mean, I'm definitely gonna hold on to that Black Knight sword. There are a couple encounters that's gonna be pretty sweet for. And we are gonna go ahead. No, not yet. Let's do this. So this scales mainly with dex, not with intelligence or anything like that. Sweet. Well, that's stupid. No. Yeah. We're gonna get the last couple pieces of Demon Titanite that we need to make this weapon absolutely unstoppable. Bad move. Oh man, I got lucky. Bull crap. Make a break for it. So yeah, you can kind of see why I was trying to avoid some of that. So now we got two to deal with. Oh, you suck. That is... Oh my god. Come on. Like, that's pathetic. Is there anything? No. Oh. Trying to make me mad again. Alright, this is boring, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this, and I'll see you when he's dead. Alright, so we killed that first Titanite demon. We got one more to go, and... you know, I feel like it ought to be pretty okay, but... these things just have a health bar that doesn't go down, and they somehow are able to hit me through my shield over and over again. Yeah, right, because that thing could... oh, and that thing he did right there, that's a one-hit kill. Until he does that, being behind him seems to be a pretty safe spot. His tail will whip around on one of those moves. I think that's what got me right there. That is such bull crap. I hate that move. I think you can actually get that weapon. I think they will drop it sometimes. All I know is if he drops that weapon and doesn't give me a Demon Titanite after all of this, I will lose my mind. Oh, man. Oh, come on! Alright, I'm pausing.